You know, we get it tied up. You know, my mentality is we're going to win, and then we've got guys that are shooting fadeaways from 1 foot. I mean, not coming up on pick and rolls. I mean, we had 3 or 4 plays in a row. One of them was one guy. And again, I mean, this stuff's hard. We got guys in positions they've never been in their life to have to make a play when it matters. I didn't play these guys last year in the tough games. DeAndre and Darius never got in if the game was in the balance. They were on that bench, and now they're on that floor. We got to make plays. But I thought, dude, Brandon in the first half was awful at point guard. I thought Duran was just throwing balls at the basket. We had drives for baskets. You know, Terrence started the game, and they have to think about bringing him off the bench if that's what we're going to get for him starting. Josh was trying to reach with one hand, the ball scored it out. And, you know, I mean, we did a lot of things, but let me say this. They played great. They did everything they had to. They rebounded the ball. They were physical on our drives. We didn't get that call. So we were expecting you drive and they hip check you. It's a foul. They weren't going to call it. They didn't call it the whole game. So you got to play through and figure it out. You know, we didn't get to the line. I mean, we make more than the other team shoot. Today that flip-flopped, which is okay. I mean, you still, you know, you got to get through bumps and play. You can't, you know. But they played well. I mean, you got to give Georgia credit. They played a good game.
They haven't been the best free throw shooting team today. They almost did.
Well, you know, every team's going to do this, and that's what I told them after. You're going to have, this was, you know, one of their best games, if not the best game of the year for them. Well, it's everybody we play. If you're not ready for that, why did you come here? I mean, that's just how it is.
Things you talked about, the things you talked about at the beginning of the year, do you think getting in an environment like this, get pushed a little, some guys regressed into some bad habits?
No, I just think it's a lesson. Now, well, let's see if they learn. You know, Darius, you're going to go 2 for 11 from 1 feet, and you're going to fade and miss them all in a big game. If that's who you are, okay, then we got to figure out how we play. But change. Come on, there's the score. Let's go. It's what we've been saying. It's what, you know, Terrence, when you went at Tompkins, he struggled with you. Well, why didn't you start the game that way? Why aren't you ready to go? Brandon, why would you throw passes that you threw to start this game? I mean, why would you do that? I mean, what, you know, we're a capable team, and I said, you know, I don't think we're a top 10 team, but we're okay. But this was a physical game, and we weren't ready for it. We couldn't. DeAndre, we missed a ton of 1-footers, and we missed. You know, at the end we were just jacking up threes. But I mean, we got to be better. I mean, we're going to have to be tougher. We're going to have to be mentally tougher. We're in our league play now.
Is Georgia a top 25 team in your mind?
Well, the way they played today, they were. They beat us. That score is not indicative of how bad they beat us. When we tied the game up, that's when you find out who's who. That's when you find out. And we had some guys that just laid an egg, and that's what we, you know, we changed a little bit how we played. We were going to grind it a little bit, which we did. We got it back, and then all of a sudden we're missing 1-footers. We're bad rotations. We're not. I mean, we just did stuff we haven't done in 3 weeks, but that's to be expected. Inexperienced team, young team. And like I said, Marquette's guys ready and did a hell of a job. It's a good win for them. Tough loss for us. It's a road loss. I mean, you know, you go to the road. This is what happened. We didn't win every road game last year, so.
The next time you're in that situation where you close a gap and it's tied 10 minutes ago, is that when you'll find out maybe more about it than you found out today?
No, I'll sub some guys.
Were you going to Jones early in the second half?
What's that?
Were you going to Jones early in the second half to tell him you got to?
No, I'm trying to win the game. I'm not trying to make any statements. I'm trying to win the game. And you know, the only thing he did late is he broke down an offense. And he ended up we were scoring, running the same thing, and he broke down an offense.